Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas Cowboys, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys Parsons claps back at former NFL QB amid front seven concerns. Whilst the Micah Parsons is currently focused on his latest contract news, in which he most recently denied a report that suggested a handshake deal was already made between him and the Dallas Cowboys, the All-Pro evidently remains active on the internet during the offseason. Responding to ESPN's Dan Orlovsky, best known his 7 years spent as a backup quarterback for the Detroit Lions, the former Penn State star was not thrilled at how the team's defense was portrayed in the media. The Dallas front seven ways, Orlovsky said on NFL Live on ESPN, "We go 260, lbs, 280, 245, 220, 240, 320, there's one person over 280. When I'm playing Philly, when I'm thinking, Green Bay Packers coach, Matt LaFleur running the football, I'm thinking what Chicago has done with their offense." So, we talk about Dallas and offense and George Pickens. I'm going to be very interested to see the annual question about this Cowboys defense. Are you big enough to handle the modern-day offense in the NFL? 'Cause it's back to being what it was in the early 2000s. Ironically, Orlovsky only actually mentions the weights of 6 players, although in the Cowboys' likely 4-3 nickel setup for the majority of defensive snaps, this makes sense. Instead of coming to the immediate defense of the front seven, Parsons takes an alternative route. He appeals to the future proficiency of the team's offense. "Not gonna lie, MF, not thinking about that run when you have a healthy Dak, CD, Lamb, and GP, George Pickens," Parsons wrote on X, "My rookie year with Coop we averaged 30 points a game with a fluid run game. We'll be alright." Parsons could also have been confused about the statement given the last line of the clip's caption, "Are you big enough to handle the modern-day offense in the NFL?" mistakenly believing Orlovsky was referring to the offensive line's run-blocking capabilities, rather than the defensive line's ability to stop the run. Regardless, the Cowboys' offense, barring perhaps a run game that does not as of yet have a true lead back, looks dangerous in 2025 after the additions of Pickens and first-round pick, guard Tyler Booker. The defensive front seven is not the biggest, but the weight discrepancy noted is mostly due to the fact that Osa Odigizua is 280 pounds, slightly light for a 3 technique, although a similar size to 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. Playing with a lead, if the offense is able to continually generate points on the board early on, will certainly reduce those run defense fears, as teams start to look to the passing game against a potential deadly Dallas passing offense. Cowboys' Dak Prescott ranked laughably low among starting NFL quarterbacks. It's hard to believe, but just 15 months ago, Dak Prescott finished second in the MVP voting behind only Lamar Jackson after the 2023 season. He finished the year with 36 passing touchdowns with only 9 interceptions, leading the Dallas Cowboys to a 12-5 record and the number 2 seed in the NFC. But after a rough start to the 2024 season and a hamstring injury that cost him the final 9 games of the year, Prescott has seen his stock drop in a big way. He was once viewed by the national media as an easy top 10 quarterback, and he was closer to number 5 than number 10. The wild card loss to the Packers didn't help at all, and now it's fair to wonder where he ranks among the rest of the quarterbacks in the NFL. In a recent article by John Kosko of Pro Football Focus, he ranked the starting quarterbacks in the NFL heading into the 2025 season. Prescott had a shocking ranking of 17th, behind quarterbacks like Geno Smith, Kyler Murray, and Trevor Lawrence. Here is what the site had to say about the league's highest-paid quarterback entering the year. Prescott remains the epitome of a quarterback who thrives against weaker opponents but falters when the competition stiffens. He earned a 90.0 PFF grade in 2023, behind only Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes, before a late-season collapse ended his MVP bid. In 2024, the Cowboys stumbled early, and a season-ending injury sidelined Prescott before he could rebound. To rejoin the top 10 conversation, he must recapture that 2023 form and prove he can deliver against the league's best. While it's true that Prescott needs to have more playoff success, he has more playoff wins, too, than Smith, Murray, Lawrence, and Justin Herbert combined, one. And yet, all four are ranked ahead of Prescott going into the 2025 season. All four quarterbacks have been in the league for some time, so lack of experience isn't an excuse. Again, Prescott needs to be better in the postseason, but so do those four quarterbacks who are all ranked much higher. When Prescott is healthy, the Cowboys are always a competitive team. He has a career record of 76-46 in 122 starts, and that is among the highest winning percentage among all active quarterbacks. And while it's true that wins aren't just a quarterback stat, Dallas always has a top-tier offense with Prescott on the field, and that's a big reason why they've won so many games with him under center. Prescott is entering year 10 of his NFL career, and this is a big one for his standing in the league. If he can get back to the player that we saw from 2021 to 2023, there is no doubt that the Cowboys can be a playoff team again in 2025. But if he struggles or fails to stay on the field, it could be another long year for Dallas, and it'll be fair to wonder if they made a mistake by paying him. Needless to say, it's a huge year for Dak Prescott, but his ranking at number 17 is laughable. There are not 16 quarterbacks better than number 4. Dallas Cowboys are all in on Joe Milton after trading for him this offseason. Joe Milton started to gain a bad reputation in New England for pushing for the Patriots' starting quarterback job. That seemed to upset some people in and out of the franchise, ultimately leading to the Patriots trading Milton to the Dallas Cowboys. New England Patriots insider Greg Bedard said that Milton was not a good dude and was a problem in the Patriots' quarterback room. Joe Milton was, and this is a direct quote from someone in the organization, not a good dude, said Bedard. And he was not conducive to a good quarterback room. I'm not saying they did say that, but I think they just meant in terms of knowing your role, playing your role, and being part of a harmonious quarterback room. That was going to be an issue. And it wasn't about Drake May, it was just about the room. Milton's outlook in the NFL seems to have changed more positively since his transition to the Cowboys. Brian Schottenheimer, the Cowboys head coach, even expressed his excitement about bringing Milton into the franchise and Dallas quarterback room. "So excited about Joe," said Schottenheimer. "I was excited about Joe before we got him. When you go into these deals and you're talking about making trades, we all reach out to people that you know, people that you trust, people that have been exposed to said player at college, and different programs, friends that have been around him. From the time he's been here, the work ethic is incredible. He's one of the first people in the building. He's one of the last to leave. The way he's attacked the playbook and is picking it up has been incredible. And it's been fun for me to watch Dak Prescott take a mentorship role with Joe. The talent speaks for itself. You guys will see it today. He made some incredible throws yesterday. He's just an exciting young prospect that I think the sky's the limit for." Milton completed OTAs with the Cowboys as he prepares for his second season in the NFL. He joins the Cowboys as Dak Prescott's backup quarterback. Prescott has struggled to stay healthy in recent years, so if that trend continues, Milton could receive playing opportunities throughout the season. It seems like the Cowboys are excited about the possibility of seeing what Milton can do for America's team.